Okay, take it away.
So, good evening. Welcome to the CFO Board Talk. And it's the one you've all been waiting for.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we have been waiting for a long time. Finally, we have the one and only Matthew in the house tonight, waiting to answer our questions. Welcome, Matt. It's absolutely fabulous to have you here with us. We are delighted you could join us, and we can't wait to find a bit more about you, especially the stuff that people might not know.
Ooh.
Are you
want
ready?
to know.
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll, yeah.
Excellent. So, Callum, do you want to go the first question for him? Make it me.
Oh, already? Okay. Okay, let's just start off with what got you into CrossFit.
This man.
No.
Easy.
Thanks, mate.
Easy. I mean, I think some people have already heard the story, but I was doing some random bits and pieces, didn't know what I was doing at a place called Hitio, and then Favour started CrossFit Orpington now, and was like, you need to come and do this, you need to come and do this. I was like, no, don't even entertain it, mate, it's not. And then he told me how much it was, and I was like, mate, I'm not paying for it. He had to laugh, he's done what I'm paying at the moment. So he was like, no, do it. As I said, everyone, I think a lot of people heard this, come and do a session, see if you enjoy it. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry. So I went and done a session, and he's like, do you like it? You're going to sign up? And I was like, no, don't entertain me at all. He's like, oh, you need to do another one, I need to do another one. And it's about a month later, and he was just like, come and do another one. And literally done that session, and I was just like, sign me up. And I don't think I've stopped since.
It was when you went on a golf holiday. Maybe it cleared your mind. I don't know what it was.
I went on a golf holiday, come back a few weeks later, and I was like, okay, do it. But I think it is that because it's so different. Do you know what I mean? The first session I've done, I was like, hey, don't entertain me, I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? Didn't float my boat at all. And then
well, what was your first session? How couldn't you? How you didn't enjoy it?
I can't remember what it was.
I honestly, neither can I. I don't know what I was programming those days, bro.
No. Apologies. Yeah. I just know that I hated it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing some cross training. I was running. I was doing some weights. I was doing various bits and pieces. Didn't know what I was doing, and then that second session just
ruined you.
Yeah. And I think that's what I was trying to do, that next level of fitness, which I was trying to do. Do you know what I mean? Because I was doing a lot of stuff on my own.
Yeah.
I think doing it in a group, and as I said, I can't remember what it was, but it was just, it ruined me. And I was just like, this is next level stuff.
That's what I want.
And it's like, that's what I need.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I need someone to hurt me, and it was just like, keep going. And that was it. And then every night.
I mean, you were hurt though, because your mobility back then. Well,
Back then?
It wasn't great. Listen,
listen.
his first session, I mean, you know, in CrossFit, we do everyone knows Passovers. We do Passovers quite regularly. Just watching him do that. Struggling with a red band, trying to get over his head.
There was nothing. No squatting mobility. No, literally. I mean, it's quite funny because when we get people that come into the gym now and it's their first session and they're like, oh, I can't squat, I can't. And mate, to be humiliated as I thought I was at the time, do you know what I mean? And it is a process, I understand that. But it's like, oh, didn't even have training bars or a female bar. It was just like, here's a plastic bar, here's a wall ball, just try and touch your ass on the wall ball.
That's allowed.
And it's just like, I couldn't even get my ass on the wall ball, do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh my God, it was just like my mobility. I mean, it's not brilliant now, but it was like shocking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To understand where I am now compared to where I was, it's like, it's a different world.
Night and day,
I hurt, but
You can get low enough now.
yeah.
And just for people who don't know, how long have you been doing it for? Just to give us an idea.
Coming up to about 2.5 years now.
It's been longer than that.
So October
If we
22.
take in when you started, October 22.
Yeah.
It's 3 years in October.
Yeah.
3 years in October. Yeah. Little break in the middle.
Yeah.
Because
we were close.
it was close. But yeah, so it's like, is it? Yeah.
3 years,
quick.
bro. It's gone so quick.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe I'll put it in the video version of this. I've got a photo of you when you started. Like, lean bean, like like lean. He was lean. A little beard as well, but he was lean. And then there was a picture you put on Instagram a couple of days after turf, where your shoulders are out here. Damn,
it's crazy. It's mad. I mean, listen, it's not just about training and weights and stuff like that. It is about nutrition, and I get that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the transformation, and I don't see it. Do you know what I mean? But over the years, and I've seen it, even because obviously on my feeds, pictures come up, and it's just like, damn, I'm skinny there.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't consider myself any like big or anything like that. But it's like you can see the graduation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, it ain't just doing the exercises and the workouts and stuff like that. It is, which you do quite a lot on. It's about nutrition and eating, which I've got better over the years. Do you know what I mean? So I do try and watch what I love, cake and biscuits.
Wrong with that?
Do you know what I mean? But it's like I do try and eat very, very healthily, sort of.
Good amount of protein.
Yeah. Good amount of protein, always.
Yeah. Chicken? Or chicken?
Love chicken, all the time. Anyway.
So, and what would you say is if you look back to that time and think about one particular movement, workout or something that you probably tried then and thought, I'm never going to be able to do this, or it's going to take forever, and now you can just pop along and smash out a muscle up or whatever. What's the biggest gain for you,
do you know what? I think we had a period where we left Hitio and was trying to get this place open, and I think I spent a lot of time with Lisa and George, and it was certain things that I wanted to get, and it was because I was new, and it was like, no, I've only been like 3 months into CrossFit, and it's like, what do I want? And the advice was pick 1 or 2 things, work on that, and I picked loads of things. It was like I wanted to do handstand walks, I wanted to do toes to bar, I wanted to do double unders, and in a space of about 6 months, 8 months, it was like I got the majority of them to a certain extent. Do you know what I mean? I could do 5 meters, I could do 10 double unders. You know what I mean? I could do 5 toes to bar. They was horrendous because then when we had the rig here, which was your brother, you was on. We done a practice when the rig was up, and it's like I literally couldn't kick to save my life, and it's like I had to swing, and then get my toes up, and it was like just to start the. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's just that practice, and I think. For me, so it wasn't anything in particular, it was just I wanted to get everything really, really quickly because I was amazed at what people in CrossFit done. Do you know what I mean? It weren't just about sweating your backside off and things like that. Do you know what I mean? But it was like, I wanted to do some of the movement. Gymnastics was, I loved it. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to do, because I've never done it. I couldn't kick up against the wall. It scared the life out of me. And I see some of the people come in here and now try and kick up against the wall, and I'm like, I've been there. It scares the life out of me. Do you know what I mean? Just trying that. Wall's there. Just the wall's there. You're not going to fall over. Do you know what I mean? But, so for me, it was just, I wanted to do everything, but the advice was try and pick a couple of things. And my biggest nemesis was, and it still is to a certain extent, it was muscle ups. I ain't got rings, but it was muscle ups. No matter how much Mags told me to pop them hips and do other bits and pieces, it's like that's not going to work. My brain doesn't function like that. But it was like it took me so long from getting my first muscle up to getting a muscle up where I could just do it, whether it's chicken wing or whatever. It was just such a long period, so frustrating. And it is just you just got to practice. Yeah. And listen to your coaches. Listen to them, they know best.
That's a very good advice. Right, Matt, just give us your favorite moment. Or like a highlight.
It's just so long.
It's just, do you know what? There's been so many, do you know what I mean? Because meeting a lot of the people at CrossFit, do you know what I mean? I love the community, do you know what I mean? I love the varied workouts and things like that. That's what keeps me occupied, do you know what I mean? But the community was mad, so there ain't a particular point, do you know what I mean? And I will mention people, do you know what I mean? So I started off, obviously with yourself, Dave, and going through the journey at the beginning, which opened my eyes to this. Training with Lisa, meeting George, and you building that community straight away, do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it was like, we had our first Christmas do. I've known George for a little bit, for like 6 months. He's like, do you want to go to America and watch the games? I'm like, yeah, why not? Why not? Do you know what I mean? I didn't know him from Adam, do you know what I mean? It was just like, so that obviously got me hooked, do you know what I mean? And then when this place opened, everyone come down and everyone was like, on the weekend, throughout the week, painting, do you know what I mean? You don't see it now, but we had CrossFit Ormington, it was like, let's put it up there, everyone come down, everyone painted it, just everyone mucked in, cleaning. And do you know what I mean? You guys opened this place in like 3, 4 weeks, was it 30 days? It's just amazing, do you know what I mean? And so, and then progressing, you change this around all the time, do you know what I mean? It's a ever-changing space, do you know what I mean? And I love it, do you know what I mean? And what you've done with the community, it's just brilliant, do you know what I mean? So not any individual one, do you know what, a great one. My first comp down in Medway, do you know what I mean?
Which one was that? Was that the 4 Seasons one?
4 Seasons, yeah. So, do you know what I mean? And it was me, George, Harriet and Lisa, didn't have a clue, it was my first comp, went down there, I think we got like 16th out of 24, do you know what I mean? It was just amazing, it was just like, loved it, and it was like, that was it. As soon as I was like, when we doing next one? Before we even left, it was like, when we doing next one? This thing just got me hooked so quickly, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, every day's different. Every workout, surprise workout this morning just absolutely killed me, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, mate, I just, I love it, you know what I mean?
And how does CrossFit, how does CrossFit have an impact on your life outside of the gym? What kind of impact, influence it's got on your personal life?
So, I look forward to this. This is my sort of like my safe space. You know what I mean? For those who don't know a bit about my past, you know what I mean? I was literally was in rehab about 6 years ago. Come out. I've got another community that I go to. Do you know what I mean? Outside of here, and this is another community. But this is like this for me mentally and physically. Do you know what I mean? It's a safe space. I forget about everything. Do you know what I mean? It pushes me to be a better person internally. Do you know what I mean? But also just clears my mind. Do you know what I mean? I've got what we call washing. My brain doesn't shut up. Do you know what I mean? So just to come here, enjoy myself. I don't think about anything. It de-stresses me, do you know what I mean? And my work-life balance is at the moment is absolutely fantastic, do you know what I mean? So, for those who do know me, do you know what I mean? I bounce from a couple of communities, do you know what I mean? And this is another reason why I love CrossFit so much, do you know what I mean? Because my community outside of here, my rehab and my programs that I support and work with closely, they sort of mirror each other, do you know what I mean? The ethos on looking after yourself, better living, your mental health and your mental awareness, do you know what I mean? Supporting and helping each other, do you know what I mean? Which is another thing, do you know what I mean? So for me, it's sort of like, it just all gels into one, do you know what I mean? So for me, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. So from that side of it, do you know what I mean? For me, mentally and physically, it just fits in with my life perfectly, do you know what I mean? It helps me out so much.
And I think we all agree that, Matt, you have such influence in our community and people really appreciate your attitude of being welcoming and friendly, and because of the story and you know what you went through, and it's so powerful and you probably don't realize, but we all see it. So thank you so much for that.
That's fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Question? I'm using my go.
You can have a go. You want to go? You got one?
I haven't got a good question. You guys have
I've got a sneaky little one we can put in. Do you ever look at a workout, and is there anything you ever look at and think, oh, no, I don't fancy that one? Is there any... Because I'm just interested to know whether there's one thing you don't like. I'll probably come in for you at some point.
Things you don't like. Do you know what I mean? No one likes a thruster. No one likes bits and pieces.
Tomorrow's looking good.
we don't love thrusters.
But what I've found out, and it's brilliant, is the ones that you like and you're like, I like that, I'm going to come and do it, are the ones that kill you. The ones that you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. They're the ones that at the end of it you go, do you know what? I'll smash that. Do you know what I mean? I'll smash that, and then so it's a bit of give and take. Do you know what I mean? Do you hate it, or do you just take the movement? But at the end of it, you're like,
actually, it's not.
Oh, smash that. Do you know what I mean? So it's a double-edged sword.
I think sometimes it's just the fault of a certain movement.
It's
worse than actually
movement.
doing
Listen, you know, I love a toaster bar. I love a wall walk. Do you know what I mean? I'm not too keen on running, but we all do it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? No one likes a thruster really. I don't mind a dumbbell snatch. Listen, we've all got movements that we like. Do you know what I mean? But if you throw them all together, all of a sudden it's that muscle up, that snatch, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm dying here.
I think it comes down to your expectations, because you said the things you're good at, you think, it will be so good. Because of your high expectations, it's hard to meet that standard, right? And when you're not so sure about, can I do well, and then you do really well because you mentally prepare yourself and you want to exceed your expectation. I think that's why CrossFit is so amazing, because it just pushes you beyond your comfort zone and those boundaries, and you just elevate yourself every time a bit more, right?
I've got a good follow-up question to that. Okay.
Go on then.
So if you could program one workout, what would the workout be? The movements, the rep scheme, and the layout.
Oh mate, I would.
It's going to be 7 movements.
It's going to be a lot gymnastics based, I would probably say. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't get a lot of gymnastics. The ones that I like you get them in RX competitions and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Which are high end. Do you know what I mean? And they are tough. So I love a handstand walk. I'm not the most proficient in, but I love a muscle up. Do you know what I mean? Love toaster bar. Love wall walks. What more would you want? Do you know what I mean? Love a bit of rowing. No skill. Don't like skill.
What's your favourite lift?
Doesn't like it.
Which one doesn't
least
hurt?
unfavourite lift.
I think lifting's just got to be cleans, isn't it? It's got to be power cleans.
Yeah, everyone loves
No squat cleans.
And then what cardio? If you had to pick
I
one.
love rowing. Do you know what I mean? It's a newfound thing for me. Do you know what I mean? All I ever used to do was run, play football quite a lot. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a stats man, so I love.
You can see it.
I love seeing as you're doing it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I love a bit of rowing. I don't mind running to a certain extent, but I'd need to. If you're putting running in and you're putting a heavy lift in, it's a killer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And EMOM, AMRAP for time.
I love a time.
Yeah.
Something to chase.
I love something to chase.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
at 6:30 you always look at the scores like,
That's the first thing. Yeah, first thing on the ball. So it don't matter what it is. It's like what's the beat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love chasing things. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's that target. It gives you something. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like with an AMRAP or an EMOM. It's like an EMOM would be like you've got to do a certain amount in that time. Whereas if you're chasing something, it's like I will push harder.
Yeah.
I've got to get to that target. I've got to get further and further and further. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's that it spurs you on a little bit more. You try harder if you're chasing something.
yeah,
I agree.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've got one question. It's probably leading on a little bit talking about that you used to play football back in the day. So we know that you're edging closer towards the big half century. Right? It's not a big. Wait, man, guys, let me finish.
It's done, yeah.
It's 50. It's 50. But would you say...
Just turned 49.
Going backwards.
21.
Yeah.
21.
Would you say you are fitter, or describe like Matt when he was 25 to Matt when he's 49, fitness-wise, I'll talk about that, but fitness-wise, what would you say the difference? Because obviously a lot of people say, oh, I'm getting older, I'm aging.
Do you know what? It's a sensible question, but it's like when I was that age, I smoked as well, so I was a bad boy when I wasn't a bad boy, I was a good boy, but I've done lots of bad things.
It's not getting any better.
Yeah, it's not really bad. Put me through it. But anyway, so yeah, I play football a lot, like 3-4 times a week, 7-a-side, 11-a-side, loved it. Centre midfielder, box, so energy-wise, I've always been good at endurance.
Yeah.
cardio. Do you know what I mean? I think what CrossFit has done is with strength, with cardio, with everything that it does. I think I'm a lot fitter now, and I'd run rings around my 25-year-old me. And that's not just boasting because of how I am now, but I just think I feel fitter.
Yeah.
I still have that mentality of that 25-year-old in me. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to push, I'm going to push, I'm going to push. And I've got, even though I am 49, I push myself even more. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, I feel the fittest that I've ever been, which is just, it's unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? I think I probably still think I'm fitter than what I am, because I do kill myself sometimes. But it's, yeah, I think I'm fitter now than what I was when I was in my mid-20s, which is saying something, because I thought I was fit then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, football, you run and stop, run and stop, run and stop.
It's different.
It's different on there. Do you know what I mean? You do 30 minutes, high intensity. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, and I still played football, and do you know what? CrossFit doesn't injure me. Football injures me.
Yeah.
Because I've got a very bad knee, and it's not from CrossFit. It's from football that I was playing, but I was running rings around everyone when I was playing in October last year. Do you know what I mean? And it was just like people couldn't keep, and it was like, wow, what are you doing? Like,
What's happened to you?
do you ever stop running? And I'm like all over the place. You know what I mean? And it's just like semi-side is intense. You know what I mean? Because you are on the go all the time. And people were just like, even the younger side, you just stop running. Do you know what I mean? It's like, mate, just give me the ball. Like, so I know I'm fitter, do you know what I mean? But it was like that knock was like what's done me knee, do you know what I mean? But yeah, massively fitter than what I used to be when I was younger, I think. Okay. I know.
So, goals for the next year. Have you got anything on your target list?
Goals, try to stay injury free, which I think I haven't got any on the board. There's not any on the board. Lifting's always a downfall for me because I've never really done lifting until I've come to CrossFit. Do you know what I mean? So Olympic lifting is a big thing that I've probably got to work on. I know I've got to work on a lot. So cleans, I'm still at a 95 kilo clean, which is silly. Do you know what I mean? Because as soon as I can get stuff up, I know I can put it above my head. So I think cleans, getting the barbell off the floor, getting that barbell above my head, I think, and snatches as well. But I think snatch again is mobility. I do have a sore shoulder. That's not an excuse, but cleans, shoulder to overhead, and snatches, I think that's got to be my goal for the next 12 months.
All lifting.
Lifting. It's lifting. Any sort of lifting. Do you know what I mean? I think my gymnastics I've concentrated on quite a lot. And I do like where I am with it. Can get better as you know. Do you know what I mean? But lifting's obviously my biggest weakness. When I go to comps and you see what people throw around,
It's crazy,
it's silly. Do you know what I mean? And to get anywhere near them, do you know what I mean? It'd be good. But yeah, lifting's definitely my aim. I will put some scores on the board.
Ring muscle up?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sort that shoulder out first.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kat.
Oh,
Sort that shoulder
I got you.
Listen, the shoulder's a big player in it, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, ring muscle ups. I mean, we've got the rig now, so
It's not excuses.
you're gonna program something in, do you know what I mean? So yeah, rings. We get some practice in.
100%.
Yeah, good.
Question?
No, I wanted to refer to, because you were saying about being fit when you were 25, and then when you started CrossFit, you obviously were introduced to all the gymnastics and skills. So I just wanted to touch on this because we never really have opportunity to talk about. It's great, like CrossFit is a community, people know we train hard, we push each other, but actually CrossFit's got so much of methodology and knowledge that is science behind, right? So when we ask who is fitter, right? If you ask someone that ran, I don't know what is the, give me record of marathon, the fastest marathon.
Well, the unofficial I think is sub 2.
Sub 2?
Yeah, I think. But it wasn't classed as the actual record because it was paced.
We'll say 2 hours.
Because it was paced. What does that mean?
There was someone running with him in front of him, so he could just stick to that person.
And they didn't give it.
I don't think it counts because it's not.
Do you then change paces, obviously?
So there's a pacer that will then join in after and just continue to change the whole way to keep up the pace.
Right, so you have that person, which you would assume if you're just a normal person watching someone running so fast for that long, you think that person is so fit, is so healthy, right? And then you have a CrossFitter, right, that is going through different skills, gymnastics, it's got good cardio, all of that. Now, to be able to say who is fitter, what would you take into consideration? How would you compare it?
Listen, I don't think you can, because it's different. It's different skill base, you know what I mean? A runner's completely different than what CrossFit was. There's a great one I watched earlier on Instagram where it had a weightlifter who'd done a clean and jerk. And
you said that to me.
I said it to you. Mate, it was like 180 kilo clean and jerk, like smashed it, like literally, and then done a CrossFit workout.
With snatches and burpees.
With snatches, burpees, and it's like, he died.
Yeah.
He died literally halfway through it, couldn't keep up with people, do you know what I mean? It's just like, it was funny. Yeah. It's funny. He was dead afterwards, just laying on the floor afterwards, and it's just like, so the discipline for each person, do you know what I mean? So a track and field runner, 100-metre sprinter, do you know what I mean? It's like they're toned and ready to do 100 metres, do you know what I mean? They're not going to do a 10,000-metre run.
Yeah.
They'll die after
Or chuck a dumbbell in
800
there.
metres, do you know what I mean? So it's like the discipline that they're trained in, it's hard to gauge what fitness is, but CrossFit, I think, is where it's just so varied and has so much in it. The overall fitness I think we can move to other bits and pieces, other disciplines, and do quite well in them. Not to be the best, but I think that's what it helps us with. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I said, it's like jack of all trades, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so according to the science and the definition of CrossFit, right, there are 10 physical skills, which are kind of...
Oh,
Back to school.
That was a curveball.
Max, who is studying at the moment, is going to quote them off the top of her head to us. Go.
I found it so interesting. I'm not putting you on the spot.
No, that's so I don't know that.
Did you?
Balance.
There's balance, agility, power.
Wait, what have we got? We've got balance. What did you say?
Agility.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah.
Strength.
Yeah.
Coordination. Agility.
Done that one.
Speed.
Speed.
Cardiovascular endurance,
Yeah.
stamina.
They're going to help us.
Yep, 7.
Cardiovascular, stamina.
Flexibility.
Oh,
That's
flexibility.
Coordination.
Said it.
Said that.
Yeah.
Flexibility. That's
Yeah.
right.
Flexibility.
Yeah.
I think you did say 10.
Yeah.
Right, so you have the 10 physical skills, right? We've got it.
Good job.
Now, you have super fast or super strong person, right? That's got a record on bench press, let's say. Now, if you have that record on bench press, you cover very well, but you cover only one physical skill, right? In CrossFit, we program and we make sure people are going through like a development of all the skills rather than just one, right? Yeah. Now, the person that is balanced the most in all those 10 skills is fitter from the other person that is not so balanced. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
that's my prep for level 3, but there we go.
Just revising.
That's my section over.
Yeah.
Back to you, Matt.
Ask the question again.
You can ask it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Best and worst moment of your opens that you've taken part in.
I think one of the best moment was literally doing my first open, but the worst moment, and it was very funny because we was here. It was in 2023. We just second one, the first one. My first one. We just opened up. We had the TV screen up there. we come to watch. We come to watch the announcement of 23.1, and it was like I'd been doing CrossFit for like 4 months. It'd been sold about
3 months on, 1 month off.
How the open was, and how amazing it was, and it's all inclusive. Everyone could do it. And we come in here and we sit in here, and it was like you explained to me about the years before's workout. Anyway, so we're sitting here watching it, and it come up, and it had. And I was like, oh yeah, and it's ring muscle ups. And I was just like, I haven't sworn yet. But it's like, I went ballistic. I was like, I stormed out. I was like, how is this meant to be all inclusive? The first workout had ring muscle ups in it.
I know.
And it was just like, yeah, that was just, I stormed out really and I come back next day and apologised to Max. Because he was just like, well, how do you expect me to do this?
To give some context, so the first workout of the Open is usually quite inclusive, right? In terms of everyone should be able to do it. And to be fair, since that year, 2024 was inclusive, 2025 was. So it was just that year.
Just that 1 year.
Your first year, when I decided, oh, you know what? For the first workout, let's ruin people. Row, cleans, wall balls, toaster bar. I was like, oh my. I remember when they released the first workout, I'm sitting there thinking, I've just told everyone to sign up because you're gonna
be able to do it.
And then they put that. I was like, I'm so sorry, guys.
and I still that. But my first Open, I loved it. Do you know what I mean? I did love it. And I did do that workout.
Did very well in that workout.
3 times, I think I ended up doing it 3 times.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to better to tie break, got to the rings, had 2.5 minutes left, and I was like, you're alright, don't worry about it. But it was like, I think, and probably the worst one is that I was, even my second one, because of the way they've done it, and I'm in an age category. I got to the quarterfinals as well for my second year. Do you know what I mean? So it was like that was amazing. Do you know what I mean? This year I was a little bit more disappointed. I think my fitness weren't where it needed to be. Do you know what I mean? So I was probably disappointed in myself. But do you know what? And thinking of it, I think one of the best moments was I'd done every workout twice. And I didn't better myself when I'd done it on the first workout, second workout. On the third workout I did, and you was judging me, and we was on the rower, and everyone came out, everyone was screaming, do you know what I mean, for me to finish, do you know what I mean, in that time cap. And it was like, that's what I love.
That was such a highlight.
That was just everyone come round. I was like, you have to screaming at me, do you know what I mean? And I finished, and it's like
you literally had like, what was it, 2 minutes left to do that row?
Yeah.
And you're like, you can do it, but it's gonna hurt.
It was painful.
You just need that extra boost from everyone around you.
But and it was like, there's a couple of videos, and do you know what, it came up on my feed the other day, I can't remember what it was, but it came up on my feed the other day, and it's just like, I watched it, and it was like, you was there cheering on, and everyone was round, and there was other people doing it as well, do you know what I mean? So it weren't just like all about me. Even though it is. But it was, so it was like, we was cheering everyone else on as well, do you know what I mean? And that's what it's about, and I loved that. So that was probably, even though I said this year was probably one of my worst ones, moments like that.
There's still highlights.
Moments like that make it like amazing, yeah.
So now you got the target for next year, you know what you need to do for next year.
But it's like I bettered every year, do you know what I mean? Which is amazing, do you know what I mean? Even though I'm disappointed this year, but I bettered than what I did last year. So
you're just being harsh on yourself. That's all it is.
Of course, I want
You've
to
got to
win it, do you know what I mean? It's like, I want to be there.
First in the world.
But no, it's I mean, the biggest critic is yourself.
Always.
And that's what I love about it, because obviously I am very harsh on myself because I want to be better. Do you know what I mean? And I do try and push myself, sometimes a little bit too much. But listen, that's why I'm here, that's why I love it.
And next year, of course, you'll tip over into another age category.
What is this thing?
We are all reminded him that
my age
you are getting old.
Like 45, 49?
Yeah, but 50 to
54.
Yeah.
So next year I'll be in the 50 to 54 cap.
Yeah. That's
See
a
you
good
at the
thing.
games.
This coming year?
Yeah, because it's the year that you are 50.
March.
You'll be the youngest
So
in
you
that
have
category.
chance.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
We'll see you at the games.
But it's still normal weights. I don't get the lower weights until you get to the 55 category.
All right, got this.
But
you'll be competing. You know. You'll be competing against a different age group of people.
I'll be competing against people that, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, you can only win what's put in front. You only beat what's put in front of you. So,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I like that. Do we have any more questions before we wrap this up? Would you like to say anything?
I've got a little one for you. Can you give us a fact or something about you that people generally don't know about you? Give us something that people wouldn't know about you.
Wow.
You want to say that?
Wow. What can I...
You play any instrument?
No. Spoons.
The secret unknown Matt.
No, I mean, what?
Do you watch romance?
No, that's you. You don't.
Wait, what has it called?
Rom-coms.
Rom-coms?
No, I'm not. Listen, what do you want to know about me? Do you know what I mean? As you've quite already told everyone, I'm 49 years of age.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
So
mean?
some sort of secret childhood thing you did.
No, but like you have something that you do at home. Well,
Maybe that's private.
Not that one.
no.
We're starting because I'm single now as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, hold on a minute.
No, but like you have a sketchy book or you write a poem.
No, listen. When I was younger, I used to do a lot. I used to draw a lot. Do you know what I mean? I took art.
I didn't know that.
That's amazing.
I studied law.
You studied law.
I studied law. So when I left school, I went to college and studied law for 2 years because I wanted to be a barrister. Believe it or not.
You wanted to be a barrister.
Yeah.
You would be the harshest barrister ever.
And literally, I mean, things took over. Do you know what I mean? I enjoyed football too much. I needed money to pay for my subs. So when I did leave, rather than go back to do my degree, I was given the opportunity to do a job, and it was just cleaning. It started my career. I was cleaning litter off of the trains at Fenchurch Street Station on minimum wage. Literally, my mate was like, "Here you go." I was like, "Mate, beer money for the weekend, subs money," and literally within a couple of years, I was like station supervisor. Bought my first place.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean?
Happens for a reason.
And then I was very young. Do you know what I mean?
He's always a hard worker.
I bought my first place at 21. Met my wife when I was 21. Do you know what I mean? Had my first child when I was 24, 25. Lauren, who you guys know, and then Olivia. So life, I wouldn't change that. Do you know what I mean? If I did take that other line, do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't have met my ex-wife. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have had my two beautiful daughters. I wouldn't have probably moved around this area. Do you know what I mean? So it's funny how that turned. So you used to live around just over there. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I would never change anything. Do you know what I mean? But the path you do take, and I think again, as they say, one door closes, another one opens, and I think that was my journey. And my journey has been. My journey in life has been up and down, do you know what I mean? I've had very, very good years in marriage and with my girls, you know what I mean? I've had a very harsh part of my life when I was in my early 40s, where my marriage fell apart, do you know what I mean? Made redundant. I ended up in rehab, do you know what I mean? But then I met some amazing people when I come out. Do you know what I mean? As some of you guys know, I go on holiday with them, I play a lot of golf with them. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have met you guys because obviously I wouldn't have been clean and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's just totally changed my life around. Do you know what I mean? And I think having that good parts of your life and the bad parts of your life and hitting rock bottom, do you know what I mean? It makes you a stronger person today. And I absolutely love it on the person it's made me to be. Do you know what I mean? I've got. Listen, I know I'm loud and I swear a lot, and I've been very good this evening.
Very good.
Very good this evening.
Best behaviour.
I do swear a lot, and I am loud, and do you know what I mean? And I'm quite aggressive sometimes, but do you know what I mean? I've got a lot of love for people, which hopefully it does come across that way. Do you know what I mean? I've got a lot of time for people, and I do look at the people that stand in the corner and are quiet, do you know what I mean? Because I've been that person. I've hid away from bits and pieces, do you know what I mean? And sometimes it's just nice just to, like I do in my other community, just go over and say hello and just help them out, and that's what we do here, do you know what I mean? And it just brings people out. So I know you can see it in here where people come in and they're really, really shy, and it's not a general gym, do you know what I mean? You come in here, people talk to you, people help you out, people scream at you to pick the bar up, do you know what I mean? In a good way, do you know what I mean? And it's amazing, and again, I love it. It just fits in well with my life, and again, with everyone else that comes in here, do you know what I mean? Everyone's lovely, do you know what I mean? So yeah.
And I think from my point of view, your honesty and your ability to be who you are, but share your story is really great for other people.
Listen, it's an amazing story. I know we don't, my other fellowship, we don't promote it as much, do you know what I mean? But I'm very open about it, do you know what I mean? And I've been told to be I haven't been told to be open about it, but I can be. There's certain parts of my life that I keep secret. There's certain parts of my life that I don't tell other parts of my life, do you know what I mean? So my work don't know a few bits and pieces. They might do now if they watch it. But it's because that's a part of my life that I want to keep quiet, do you know what I mean? But in this environment with everyone else, you know what I mean? If I can open up and give my experience, you know what I mean? Someone is struggling, hopefully they can just go and come up to me on the quiet and just go, look, can you help? I'm struggling. Blah, blah. And I'd love to do that. Do you know what I mean? We do it. Do you know what I mean? It's someone's helped me for free. Do you know what I mean? And I'll give it back for free. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what we do. So, yeah, love it.
Brilliant.
Can I just say one thing? So I think I've probably known you the longest out of all four, and I know that when we first met, I didn't really know much. I mean, thinking you told me like one evening, I was sitting at the receptionist and you started telling me all about something. It took me by surprise because the Matt I saw, even then, was like really, even though yes, okay, you're a bit loud and a bit boisterous, the Matt then was still this humble guy that was willing to take, like, not criticism, but was willing to be coached, right? I can put it like that, right? You know you weren't good at something, you're like, right, what do I need to do to get better at this? What do I need to do to get better at that? And to watch you over the last 3 years, how you've grown, got better, matured, but then now everything that you've learned, you're also helping other people, it's amazing, right? And that's really what we all are trying to do, right? We're trying to take our experience and our knowledge and help and share that with other people. So to see you doing that, I think it speaks volumes to the kind of person that you are, but also the kind of leader that you are. So it takes a lot of coaches to do that, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, be humble enough to be like, I'm gonna humble myself, let go of my ego, right? Even though, yes, everyone's got ego, but to get rid of your ego and be like, right, I'm gonna learn from this 26-year-old who don't know knows what he's doing, but I'll listen.
Someone half my age.
I'm gonna listen to what he says. It takes a lot, because obviously some people don't want to do that. And it's like, you were humble enough to, in the beginning, to want to learn and to want to improve, which is why you are where you are now. And that's what I want to say to everyone, is like, it takes a lot for someone to walk into a CrossFit gym. And when they see someone like you who's willing to talk to them, help them, even when they know they might be struggling, it's a big thing. So we want to say, like, thank you for always being that person in the gym. Always being that person that talks to people, that helps them along, tells them, listen, it hurts now, but we'll get better. You know what I mean? Like, give them that little bit of encouragement. So yeah, it really does mean a lot. And we don't say that lightly. Like, there's a reason why I wanted to hold this off for a little while, because I wanted it to be the right time and the right sort of environment. And I think it was definitely the right time to do it. Everyone knows you, everyone knows what you're about. You've been here, and yeah, it's been amazing.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Do we have any more questions?
All good.
Thank you.
Well, we want to say thank you. I know I went a bit soppy there. I'm trying to bring it back now, but I went a little bit soppy there. But no, like we really do value you as a person in the gym, and you know, it's been really fulfilling to see who you've become, right? And even all the support you might not know that you've given me, or like what I see, it's been great to have you by my side and our side since the very beginning. Even when I was at Hit Yo and you kept saying no, and I was saying, yeah, okay, I know if I can get him. He will. I know if I can get him, and you're still here, you know. And that, for me, that's a big thing, because if you're still here, you're still doing it, it means that I kind of know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it's like,
and mate, do you know what? It's literally, and I know you get a lot of memes on Instagram. It's like CrossFit don't shut up about CrossFit, and they don't. And I'm a big advocate of it for the simple reason being it helps me in so much part as the question you asked earlier, so many parts of my life. Do you know what I mean? And just makes me feel better. Do you know what I mean? Inside as well. Do you know what I mean? So why do we speak about it so much? Why do I speak about it? Because I love it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you love something so much and you're passionate about it,
You want
you're going to speak
everyone to know
about it. You want everyone to know about it. You want everyone to do it. Do you know what I mean? And I'd love everyone to do it. I try and get my girls down there, but they're like, you've got no chance.
One day.
Got no chance. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'm just trying to get, like, it takes, I always say it takes a special kind of person to come here and do it. But once you get here and you get into it, do you know what I mean? I've seen so many people here change.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Get stronger, get better, get more confident. And some of the people that come in here that just think, like, what are you doing here? Do you know what I mean? It's like, what do you want to achieve? And then all of a sudden it's like they're throwing weights around, they're getting stronger. Do you know what I mean? It's just like amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, mate, I can talk about CrossFit all day.
It's a brilliant episode. That.
Yeah.
Very good. You want to
Very
close
good,
it for
yeah.
us?
Well, I guess we can summarize. We believe in humble beginnings.
Yeah, you can say that. Yes, you can say that.
No, I think it's like what you said is so true. It's really, it takes a lot, especially for a strong man, to come and be teachable and, you know, to humble themselves. But there is, like, this is like a life principle for us. We always follow humbleness. There is power in having humility. Is that the right word? And you know, everyone's got their own story, and your story is very powerful. So we value you in the gym. We value who you are and who you're becoming still. So we cheer you on, and hopefully see you in the games.
Oh, yes.
Love that.
With a little banner there.
Yeah.
Go Matt!
2020.
Are we setting a date?
Yeah.
No, what
2026.
are we aiming for?
Before the end of-
2026?
Before the end of the decade? Is that what we were aiming for?
I didn't claim to say anything. I didn't claim anything. I just said I want to be there. Getting there's a different story. Do you know what I mean? Unless someone wants to sponsor me, see what I can get there. But yeah, no. Just keep trying, plugging away.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Amazing.
everyone.
Very good.
Yeah. Well done.
Well done, Matt.
Brilliant.
Thanks, guys.
Over and out.